One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Iowa's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship, and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's pulled. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game, he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage pass.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Dean. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Gotta come up and make this tackle. You was aligned to it.
Knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's Green. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd down play from the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Bradley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough.
Somebody's got to get off the line. Somebody's got to make a play. I'm giving you guys a chance to make a play. You guys got to make a play. There's a problem with y'all. They're not making plays, and I give you a chance to make a play. Look at y'all just muddling in a huddle. I send 5. Y'all, somebody got to get there.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Lost to throw again. Throws for the tight end.
Catch the ball. You have to catch the ball. You got to make a play. Don't get mad at me when y'all lose games, because y'all not making no plays. Y'all in the TV. I'm not.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the
No
middle.
way.
It's Farrell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cole. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Drop picks.
They're 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for room. It's Martin.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's insane.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is,
they're going to make the play.
Are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Let's go, D.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
There's no way it turns into that right there.
He's churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the area of the field where you need
We're not done. We're not done. Let's go.
You can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to...
Touchdown, Tar Heels!
No way.
From the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point
What a
lead.
drive.
They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
No, just stop. Stop. It's not there. It's too short.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dean. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun 1st half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lopez to pass. Pulls it in. It's Green. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to adjust the pattern. to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Smith takes the handoff.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
They do that, and then they get a big one, and they do that. We're not designed for that. It's unfortunate, man. Stupid.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes in between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Lopez wants to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. Slithers into space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Oh, but why did they pinch it? Why? Hold on to the outside, man.
Defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off-play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Here's the handoff. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
God, you got to block to the outside over there, bro.
Them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits to get rights and puts 3 on the board. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game, dude.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. plays it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Ty White has been on the field holding his arm and rolling around the entire game. Get him out of the game.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's still running after the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by just 1 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Lopez to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Polk. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
That'll get the job done and move the chains.
The free rusher has to start getting there.
And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Clock stops.
Free rusher has to get there. He has to make a play, or we run out of time. Look at, we got a free rusher, and he's running, he's jumping up in the air.
Trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They just keep firing. Shoots it to the left.
Why is he just looking at the receiver? Go make a play on the football.
Every second is precious.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Lopez wants to fire. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. They will score. Touchdown, UNC.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive.
You have to be, you have to, because of the time that.
And getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football,
okay, you know they're going to do the timeout thing. You have, they're going to give them an injury timeout. You got to do it. You have to, because you cannot.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is.
Because you know they're going to give them an injury timeout. That's not important.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Pretty much down to the cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot in the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Lopez to pass.
What?
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.